The broken border is our nation's biggest story and has found its way to the heart of New York City, and it's been there really for the last 2 years. And the Democratic mayor, Eric Adams, obviously can't seem to decide just how bad he wants to lose re-election. This week alone, the city inked another set of emergency hotel contracts to house migrants to the tune of $137 million. Do you believe this? The mayor defended a $53 million pilot program to hand out prepaid credit cards to migrants housed in those hotels. And if that was not enough, the mayor made his way to the state's capital in Albany to ask lawmakers for even more money to the tune of $4.6 billion. Meanwhile, if they are creating havoc in New York City, I'm talking about the people I call illegal aliens. All of this championing of migrants seems to be a stark contrast for Mayor Adams. So, Mayor Adams, get this straight. You have an opportunity to transcend your party and maybe actually propel your political career. You take on your party. You go back down to the border. You tell everyone how bad it is, and you stop writing checks of using our money to pay for hotels. 3 meals a day, many of which get tossed out, towel service, laundry service. You get more ungrateful people who are now committing crimes against our cops. Make a stand, separate yourself from the party before it's too late. And you have a president right now who clearly isn't behind the wheel. Now this. It's hours away now. All eyes on Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas. My next guest is one of the most successful coaches in the National Football League, winning Super Bowl 47 over his brother Jim and the 49ers 34-31. He has the most wins in Baltimore Ravens history at 172. Most are expecting his team to be playing tomorrow, especially after the beating they gave the 49ers earlier this year. There is no one better suited to preview the game and talk about everything else. Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh and the current coach of the NFL MVP as of one night ago, Lamar Jackson. First off, Coach, great to see you.
Great to see you too, Brian. Great to be with you as always.
I know you've always been a big fan of your quarterback, Lamar Jackson. What do you think the second MVP does to him and his legacy? What did it feel like for you?
Well, I mean, I just think he's a highly successful guy in every way. It's a great individual award. It's a great team award. I think all of us are proud of it. All of our coaches, all of our players, we feel like we're a part of it right there with Lamar. He's a successful father, husband, son, teammate. Everything he does the right way. We're proud of him, and we're excited for what's to come and what's next.
There's no two-time MVP that hasn't gone to the Hall of Fame. Is that where he's heading?
Oh, he's definitely headed to the Hall of Fame. He definitely is. But you know what he thinks about? He thinks about his next day. He thinks about the next practice, the next game. I know he wants to get to the game that's going to be played right here coming up tomorrow. That's the game he wants to get to, and he's just committed to that. That's what he thinks about.
Coach, how'd you get over the loss, or are you?
No, you never get over it, Brian. I'm not over it. It's you kind of get heartbroken, but never spirit broken. Our spirit's strong. We'll be back. We'll be better. But it's tough because you go, it's a season that we accomplished so much. Our guys, they were all in. They were day to day. Life is short. They ran to the ball every single day as fast as they could. That's metaphorically and also in football. They actually did run to the ball as hard as they could. They played as hard as they could. They were as physical as they could be. They tried to execute the plays as well as they could. They did their best. So I'm proud of them for that. All the great moments we had during the season. We didn't play our best game the last game that we played. That's what happens in the National Football League. You've got to stack them when they count the most right there at the last game, and we didn't do that as well as we could have the last game. But I'm still proud of them. I still love them. I still can't wait to go to battle with them again next year.
You know the Chiefs, and you beat the 49ers. Mm-hmm. What do you expect on Sunday?
I expect a great football game. I'll tell you, it's gonna be a battle. I'm looking forward to seeing these two defenses play. I think that's what's going to determine what happens. I mean, the two quarterbacks are going to play great football. They've got weapons on both sides, both great game planners in terms of their ability to scheme up a defense. But these two defenses are going to tell the story right now. The Chiefs' defense is playing at a high level. They were a physical, dominant type defense all season. 49ers, super talented defense, all those edge rushers, good corners. They play hard too, great inside linebackers. The defenses are going to determine this game.